And welcome back to Abington Avon High School. This is game number 3 of the Great Western Shootout. Southeastern and Ridgewood here in this contest. Cerro Gordo beat the Titans of Monmouth Roseville 55-40 in the last game. Connor Brown was the MVP for Cerro Gordo. So we're going to we'll tell you a little bit more about how that's going to work and everything that's going on throughout the day here at Abington Avon High School. The quote-unquote star for the Suns is out. That is Danny Stevens. Not sure when he's going to be able to come back, but understood that they changed some of the roster around, or some of the scheduling around to change things up. So we'll let you hear the starting lineup from the PA announcer here at the school.
Starting off this game between the Southeastern Suns and the Ridgewood Spartans. By announcing first, the visiting team, the Ridgewood Spartans. First off the bench, number 1, Aaron Goddard. Number 13, Lucas Kessinger. Number 15, Josh Maher. Number 23, Matt Van Hifty. And number 42, Keegan Hickson. The Spartans are coached by Brian Brooks and Rich Freeman. And now for the Southeastern Suns. First off the bench, number 0, Eli Leisman. Number 3, Owen Rigg. Number 10, Cole Licht. Number 14, Lindsey Fry. And number 32, Kyle O'Neill.
So there's the starting lineup for the two teams as we get ready to go for tip-off here from Abington Avon High School. This is the third game of 7 today. There was 8 scheduled, but Knoxville and Peoria Quest canceled yesterday, or the day before, I think it was. So a little bit of change of schedule. Sherrard and Galva played to a 63-25 win for Sherrard. Monmouth Roseville and Cerro Gordo Bement played to a 55-40 win for Cerro Gordo. And it will be the Ridgewood Spartans winning the tip. Southeastern will get it next time. And we are underway. Ball went out of bounds. And for some reason we're having problems with our scoreboard, folks. Back the other way, a layup by Leisman is no good as we're going to try to work on the scoreboard here. 3 on the way by number 3, Owen Rigg. Gives Southeastern a 3-0 lead. So again, give us just a second. Our scoreboard crashed out on us, so we're trying to fix that. We'll let you watch and try to keep updated what's going on as we move along here. And a traveling is going to be called. That travel called on number 42, I do believe it is 42, Keegan Hickson. Looks like maybe we got it now. Three on the way by Owen Rigg again. He made the first one, missed that one. Rebound's going to go back the other way for the Spartans of Ridgewood High School. Ridgewood is actually a co-op. Cambridge and Allwood, I do believe. Backdoor cut, cutting without the basketball was Aaron Goddard. And he's going to be fouled by number 32. That's Kyle O'Neill picking up the foul. His first, team's first for the Southeastern Suns. Free throw line shooting 2 will be Aaron Goddard. Trying to get his team on the scoreboard for the first time here this afternoon, and he will. Second one is good as well. It will be Glick bringing the ball up the floor for Southeastern. Near side, it comes to Fry. Fry dumps it across to Leisman. Leisman's going to drive, pull up, floater, off, no good. Rebound down there underneath to John Maher. And it's going to come up top to Maher. He'll look for the three, top of the key. It's off, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be tracked down by nobody. It was tipped out by Glick. Rigg couldn't track it down. It'll be Ridgewood basketball on the far side. So you're going to tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Our live chat is open. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll have several more Southeastern Sun games throughout the year. We'll probably have a couple more Ridgewood games as well as we move along, and for sure have them as the years go along. We're expanding our reach a little bit, doing a few more things. We'd love to do some more Southeastern Suns games, both boys and girls, and volleyball to go in the future. You see some of these names on our channel already for the Southeastern squad. These boys, Eli Leisman, Owen Rigg, both remember those two names. There's another foul going to be called. This one's on number 14, Ramsey Fry, his first, team second. Be Spartans basketball underneath their own basket. And to Hickson it comes. That was Kissinger throwing it in. Hickson's going to give it back to Goddard. Right side it goes to Kissinger now. Kissinger skips it across to Goddard. He'll put up the three. It's off, no good. Tracked down over there by Ramsey Fry. It'll go back the other way. West Prairie and Southeastern co-op for football, so you've seen some of these names on our channel pretty regularly. Eli Leisman, a very good running back for the Cyclones. He'll be good. Be a good co-op to build on, I do believe. They did a great job working together. There's a three off, no good. Leisman with the rebound. Now the runner is good. A little right-handed runner from the left side by Ramsey Fry. And it's 5-2. Now three on the way. Ties it up by Josh Maher. And we're tied at 5-5 with 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. Leisman gives it to Fry. Fry on the dribble now. I know some people were excited to see Danny Stevens before he got injured, but there's a Fry with the jumper. He is rebound for the Suns. Leisman's shot's blocked. And it comes back down. It was O'Neill finally coming down, but it was tipped out by Glick. Now Fry on the dribble. But he's got some D1 offers from Western and South Dakota State, I'm hearing. Leisman gets the bucket to fall. But these Suns are a pretty talented basketball team. You're gonna miss a single player, but these guys will put some points on the board. They'll play some pretty good basketball. Pretty well coached, pretty fundamentally sound, so should be a good game here as we move throughout this first quarter. 2:38 remaining. We have not had the mask timeout yet. That's number 23, Van Hyft. There's Maher driving. He gets it out to Kissinger, now to Van Hyft. Stolen away by Glick, outletted to Fry. Kissinger's going to get called for the foul. His first, team's first. Seven to 5 is the score. Checking in for the Suns, number 40, Josh Kaltenbach. And number 20, Garrett Walker. And the aforementioned CB break is here. So we'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. If you have not done so, please like our YouTube channel, Hewlett Public Pro LLC. If you take a gander at that, you'll see that we do a lot of different basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, football. We also have racing on there. We also do some graduations and some FFA chapter banquets and National Honor Society stuff. We've done pretty much everything since this COVID deal has happened and things open back up, trying to make it easier for everybody to see stuff. So take a gander. Subscribe if you would. Share this link so everybody can come watch it today. And don't forget to get in the live chat. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. We'd love to see the other states and other areas that are watching our broadcast. It's a lot of fun. I think people like to get involved. Maybe even tell us what you think the final score is going to be of this one. It's close right now, 7-5 with 2 minutes to go, and Leisman's going to get called for the charge. He put his shoulder in, and it was a bit of a flop. I don't think he hit him necessarily that hard, but when you put the shoulder in, you're going to get that call when they flop like that more often than not. So with 1:57 to go, it's 7-5, and Ridgewood has the basketball. In the ballgame for Ridgewood is Hunter Merhage. Merhage for three, and it's good. Hunter Merhage. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too bad. If anybody from Ridgewood is watching and wants to tell me how to pronounce that, if I'm saying it wrong, please feel free to do so. Leisman with it. Also in the game is Kaltenbach for the Suns. Fry's shot's off no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up. Count it, and a foul as Ramsey Fry is going to get the old-fashioned three-point play attempt. Foul's going to be called on number 42, Keegan Hickson. His first, team second for Ridgewood. And the Suns have retaken the lead 9-8. And Fry with a chance to complete an old-fashioned three-point play. He will not. Rebound was down there to Kissinger, and it goes back the other way for the Spartans. Gotthard with it now as he's going to give it to Maher, and now it goes to Merhage. Going around the arc against the man pressure here from the Suns. Spartans with the basketball. So Maher, oh, that's Kissinger, excuse me, nearly fell down. Maher was open underneath the basket. They couldn't get it to him. They give it to him out there. Now it's going to be Gotthard. Left wing it comes to Hickson. Hickson tries to get it to a cutting. Gotthard can't do it. It's taken away by Leisman. He pushes it back the other way. He gives it to Ramsey Fry. Ramsey Fry, oh, a nice little hesitation and a jump stop and a bucket for Ramsey Fry. Give him 6 in the quarter. And a 3-point advantage again for the Suns, 11-8. Goddard. Up top it comes to number 11, Marhage, and he misses it. Checking in for the Suns will be Glick and O'Neal. They will replace Rigg and Leisman. O'Neal's going to get it down to Fry. It's a 2-on-1. He goes across, and just in the game and getting the bucket, number 20, Garrett Walker, on a give from Fry. That's how the first quarter will end. 13-8 the score. We'll take a break. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School as we are getting ready for the second quarter here. It'll be Suns basketball to open the second quarter. Didn't have any other jump balls in the first quarter. Ramsey Fry with it. 7:55 to go in the first half. O'Neal now. Going to dribble, dump it back to Fry, top of the key. He's picked up by Kissinger. Left side to O'Neal. O'Neal on the drive now. Dumps it out to Walker. Walker gives it back to O'Neal. To Fry. Fry behind the back, backs it out. Right side it comes to Walker. Walker back to Fry. Fry's going to go in the corner to Kaltenbach. Kaltenbach with it now. Oh, Glick, a nice cut without the basket, and he finishes. A great look by Kaltenbach. And the largest lead of the game for the Suns at 7, 15-8. Maher with it. Goddard goes to Marhage. Goddard for three, and it's good. Down to a 4-point game. Kaltenbach. Oh, nice look. Down low to O'Neal. O'Neal couldn't finish. Great look by Kaltenbach. Kissinger gives it to Marhage, and he's going to be fouled by Josh Kaltenbach, his first, team's fourth. Oh, never mind. They called it on 10. They called that on Glick. First free throw by Marhage is off, no good. Sorry about that, any Josh Kaltenbach fans. I thought sure that was going to be on Josh. I need to just stop saying that as he missed both of them. Leisman, who's back in the game, misses a shot there, and then Owen Rigg, who's also back in, is going to knock that one out of bounds as Gotthard kind of went up a little early, and it was coming down to him when Rigg knocked it away. 6:20 to go in the first half. Goddard, and a timeout's going to be called by the Spartans head coach. So we'll take a break as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this. Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Dana, we try to zoom in so everybody can see people a little bit. So, know the free throws gives a chance to see the guys on the line and on the foul line and stuff a little bit better. So that's why we do that. Don't do a whole lot of zooming outside of that, but just do that for those purposes. Zoom in on something if it's big action or whatever, but outside of that, we don't do a whole lot of zooming. Trying to make it so everybody gets a chance to see everybody they want to see. That's our goal anyway. Goddard going to drive. Left-hand floater's off, no good. Rebound down there by Kissinger. He missed it. And Leisman gets the rebound for the Suns. Back the other way it goes. 5:41 to go in the first half. Ramsey Fry with it. Gives it to O'Neal. Now Owen Riggs going to dump it out to Fry. Fry's got the baseline. He's going to dump it near side to O'Neal. Then to Glick, wide open three, right wing. It's good. Outstanding ball movement that time by the Suns. And now the pass from Garrett Vincent looking for Meyerhage. Now Maher with three. It's off and no good. Kissinger battles for the rebound. Goddard finally comes up with it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Owen Rigg. Possession back to the Spartans. Checking in for the Spartans, number 23. He was one of the starters, Matt Van Hyft. (18-11). Okay, Dana, we'll see what we can do if we can show some more Ramsey Fry for you. He keeps doing what he's doing. There'll probably be a little bit more of him. Ramsey Fry, number 14. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession to the Suns. Fouls on number 32, O'Neal, his second, team's fifth. Shot on the way was from Kissinger. Van Hyft had to rebound. Goes out to Maher now. Back to Kissinger, top of the key, picked up by Leisman. He's going to drive, throws in, and there. He was completely out of control. And O'Neal's going to pick up his third foul. Team sixth. First foul by Kissinger's, foul shot by Kissinger's off, no good. So Goddard made two, but the Spartans are 0 for 3 thus far in the second quarter. Second free throw off as well. Kaltenbach checks back in, and he loses it right there as he replaced O'Neal, who sets with 3 fouls here with 4:30 to go in the first half. Leisman's going to get the ball after Rigg knocked it away, and then Hickson's going to steal it away from Leisman, and finally Maher is going to gather it back up. Kissinger has it near side to Goddard. They're just running all over the place all of a sudden here. Kissinger has it knocked away, but Goddard's there. Goddard's now is going to have it knocked away, and Kaltenbach's going to come up with it. Owen Rigg got a hand on another one. There's the aforementioned Ramsey Fry. Pulls up, jumper from about 13 feet off, no good. Rigg went to the rim, and there was nobody there. Out to Glick, wide open three, right wing. That one's off, no good. Rebound to Goddard. Goddard's going to go out to Maher. Maher down to Kissinger now. It's got a little sloppy here in the early stages or middle stages of this second quarter. 18-11 matches the largest lead of the game for the Suns. The 7-point advantage. They were up at 15-8 as well. Now a short 2 on the way, no good. Kissinger gets the rebound and the putback. Five-point game, 3:17 remaining in the first half. Ramsey Fry to Glick. Rigg goes to Leisman, left corner. Kaltenbach cut, couldn't get an open look. Leisman now is going to pull up from about 10 feet. His bank shot is good. Leisman gets his 4th point. 2:53 to go. We still haven't had the COVID break, I don't believe. Did have a timeout here in a quarter by the Spartans, but have not had the COVID break. Hickson gets the shot to fall. Keegan Hickson gets his first bucket. And we're back to a 5-point game. Back and forth we go here. 2:35 remaining in the first half. The last game ended up being a 15-point game, but it was should have been a lot closer than that. That's a Kaltenbach's going to drive, and for some reason, instead of shooting it, they're going to call a charge. Huh. That's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that's going to be Kaltenbach's first, team 7th. It's a player control foul, so no free throws. Checking in is Carter Hitz. Carter Hitz has been sitting there ever since Kissinger missed those 2 free throws with over 4 minutes to go. He'd been sitting there waiting to check in. That's how long we went. This is a COVID break. We'll come back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Can you go ref, please? I don't think that they would appreciate that. And if you think that I sound bad now, you should probably have to listen to me while I'm trying to run up and down the court and talk about what's going on as well. It would not be a good day for anyone involved, I would imagine. So after the timeout, that was the COVID break. It's 2:15 remaining in the first half. That came a minute and 30 seconds after the 4-minute mark. Long time straight of no dead ball. Into the game, number 2, Ryan Francis for the Spartans. Also in with the shot there, number 10 is Garrett Vincent. He misses the shot. Ramsey Fry brings it up for the Suns. He puts the shot up and in. That's his first bucket of the second quarter. He had 6 in the first quarter. Back to a 7-point game. That's where we've been, 7-5, 7-5, 7-5 here in the second quarter for the most part. Kissinger with it. He's going to drive, puts a shot up, off, no good. Leisman, I don't even know if that got rim or not, or even backboard. Ramsey Fry's going to drive, puts up shot, and he's going to get called for a charge. That's a pretty touchy charge call, but he did kind of lower his shoulder and draw the contact, but you don't see that one called very often. 2 fouls on Ramsey Fry, 8 team fouls, but the last 2 have been player control fouls, so no free throws shot for the Spartans. Down to the 1:15 mark, 13 Kissinger with the ball. Meyerhage with it. Back to Vincent. Vincent's going to try and drive on. Shots off, no good. He drove on Kaltenbach. Leisman's going to push it back. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Rigg, Kaltenbach gives it to Fry. 51 seconds remaining. Kaltenbach with it left side. He's going to drive, dumps it down to Leisman. Leisman had open look, didn't take it. And they're going to call it on the floor. Foul's going to be on number 10, Garrett Vincent. His first, team's third. Riggs going to inbound it to Kaltenbach. He's going to drive. One-hander is off, no good. Tipped around, picked up by Maher. 37 seconds remaining. Meyerhager out now. Meyerhage, excuse me. Meyerhage with it to Vincent. Vincent drives, gets back to Meyerhage. Looking up to Francis, gets it down to him. Now out to Kissinger, baseline jumper, off no good. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Ramsey. Ramsey Fry's going to take it back the other way. Owen Rigg for three. It's off no good, and that's going to be the end of the first half of play. (22-15) is the score at the halfway point. We'll take a break, come back with some stats here in just a couple minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School. We're at the halfway point of game number 3 of the Great Western Shootout. Southeastern leads Ridgewood 22-15. Leading scorers in the first half for these two teams. We'll start with the visiting Ridgewood Spartans. Team high 5 points for Aaron Gotthard. He has a 3 and is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Hunter Meyerhage off the bench. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line, though. Lucas Kissinger has 2 points. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Josh Maher has 3 points, and Keegan Hickson has 2 points. If you kept track of all that, 2 of 6 from the free throw line for the Ridgewood Spartans. For Southeastern, Ramsey Fry has a game-high 8 points. He is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. 4 points for Eli Leisman, 5 points for Cole Glick. All of those were in the second quarter. 3 points for Owen Rigg and 2 points for Garrett Walker. And that's all the scoring. This game a little lower scoring than the games that we've seen earlier in this tournament. To take a look back at those two games, Sherrard beat Galva 63-25. Jalen Shelby was the MVP of that contest, and he is thus far had the day's only dunk, which he wasn't the leading scorer in that game, but they did give him the MVP, maybe in part because of that dunk, I would think. Cerro Gordo Bement beat Monmouth Roseville in the game prior to this one, 55-40. Connor Brown for Cerro Gordo. He is a senior, was the MVP for that game. He had 15 points in the first quarter, finished with 26. Had 6 points in the fourth quarter, but 4 of 4 from the free throw line. When Monmouth Roseville, each one of those times had cut it to 8 points, and he hit 2 free throws to bring it back to 10. And Monmouth Roseville missed a bunch of easy baskets in that game. That's a game that I would imagine if you're the coaching staff for Monmouth Roseville, you'd play them 4 or 5 times. You feel like you could win at least half of those games because they missed a lot of easy shots, missed some free throws, and didn't take real good care of the basketball. They were 3 of 10 were the Titans from the free throw line, and they missed probably 10 easy shots in the paint, which, you make a few of those, it just changes everything around. In this one, it's 22-15. The Suns lead the Spartans. That's the Southeastern Suns. Augusta Southeastern, if you're trying to look them up on the IHSA website, that's what they're under, Augusta Southeastern. And for Ridgewood, it is the Spartans. They are Ridgewood, and they are a co-op. I'm not sure which one of the schools. Alwood, I think, is actually the school for the basketball co-op. So you might have to look under Alwood to get that information, but that's the two teams that are playing here. The games we have left today, kind of excited to see the next game. I have never seen Scales Mound play. 3 teams in this tournament I've never seen play, and I've been covering sports for about 25 years. Cerro Gordo Bement, had never saw them. Scales Mound, had not seen them. I've actually not seen Fulton High School play basketball. I have seen them play football. And Flanagan Cornell I've not seen play either. So some teams for me as a broadcaster that I've not got to see. Probably some teams at home that you haven't got to see as well. And if you're one of those schools I haven't seen, probably all these other local-ish teams are teams you haven't seen. So hopefully you can check out some of those broadcasts. These all will stay up, so you'll be able to go back and watch them all with the family a little later. A great little Christmas Day thing is go back and watch some of these games. You can mute it if you don't want to listen to me talk, but you can go back. They'll stay on our YouTube channel, Hewlett Public Pro LLC, on YouTube for the foreseeable future, forever, unless YouTube takes them down. We do ask that you subscribe to our channel if you get the chance. We'd greatly appreciate it. I want to thank Dana Smith for being vocal in our live chat. We always love to be able to talk to some people in our live chat and get to see what's going on with everybody and how everything's going. So if you get a chance to talk a little more, we'd love to chat back with you. And everybody, tell us where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see that in our live chat. We're going to take a short break because we're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from starting the second half. And we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a couple minutes.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And welcome back to Abington Avon High School. 1 minute on the clock. That'll probably be cut a little short. And we will get ready to go with the second half here in just a couple minutes, as we will make it to third quarter. Fouls will clear. It's a 7-point game, 22-15. Southeastern with the lead. Ramsey Fry, your leading scorer, with 8 points. Six or 5 points, the leading scorer, Aaron Goddard for Ridgewood. This is the third game of what turns out to be 7. It was scheduled to be 8, but a couple teams pulled out either Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure which day it was. I found out about it last night. Fulton came in to fill a gap, and they're playing the Macomb High boys basketball team. That'll be a good game a little bit later. Several good games coming down the pipe, I think, here as we move forward, including one girls' game between A-Town and Macomb. That is the 6:30 contest. Goddard with it. Hickson. Maher. And it goes down into Van Hyft, and he's mugged down there. And he gets to, for his work, he loses the basketball. Ramsey Fry with it, Leisman. Dana Smith watching from Kennewick, Washington. And a travel is going to be called on Owen Rigg. Kennewick, I want to say I traveled for Steinjager back in the day, and there's all the Americans minor league hockey team, or CFL, or CHL hockey team there in Kennewick. I think I watched a hockey game there one time, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Dana, as you can see if you're watching the live chat, is Ramsey and Mason Fry's Aunt Dana. Watching in Kennewick, Washington. So, Dana, if I'm right on that, let me know. I think they're the Americans, maybe, the CHL Hockey League back in the day. 2017, I think it was. Anyway, let's talk about basketball. Ramsey Fry to Eli Leisman. Still 22-15. Rigg with it. He tried to go back to Ramsey Fry, and Kissinger knocked it away. Not a real good pass. Kissinger has it. Finally going to put it on the floor. Van Hyft wanted it, didn't get it. Goddard, Aaron Goddard. Now back to Maher. No, Kissinger, excuse me. Picked up by Leisman. Picks up his dribble, comes out to Maher, right wing for 3. It's good. He's got 2 of them now. And it's 22-18. It's a small world, Dana, if you haven't figured that out yet. That's a nice stadium there, by the way, also. Like Toyota Center or something like that. Anyway, that's Glick with it. Gets it to Leisman. Ramsey Fry out to Leisman. Glick, left elbow, gives it back to Leisman. Now to Fry, left corner. Fry's jumper's good. And the first bucket of the second half goes to Ramsey Fry for the Suns. And it's a 6-point game, 24-18. I need to find that hat from the Americans. That was one of the coolest hats I had. I don't know whatever happened to it. Maher to Goddard. Goddard to Kissinger. Kissinger's going to drive. His runner is good. Kissinger's kind of coming to life here a little bit in the second half. They're going to call a foul on Kyle O'Neill, his 4th foul. That poor kid ain't played hardly at all. He's got 4 fouls, though, the first of the second half for the Suns. Goddard to Hickson. Hickson now on the drive down to Goddard and just left it a little short for Goddard. 4:35 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll have a CB break here in a couple, 35 seconds or next dead ball after that. Ramsey Fry dumps it out to Glick for 3 left wing. It's not going to be good. It's off the back of the rim. Tipped around. That's going to be tipped out of bounds, I think, by a Spartan. It was. And it's going to be Suns basketball. Ramsey Fry was not prepared to take the ball when Owen Rigg tried to give it to him, and it went right to Kissinger. Hickson out to Kissinger. Kissinger's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled by Ramsey Fry. It is going to be Ramsey's 3rd foul. 2nd team. Free throw line shooting 2 is Lucas Kissinger. First one is good. Glick comes out. Carter Hitch checks in. We're down to a 3-point game. It's a 1-possession game. Kissinger, and he shoots really oddly, almost two-handed. Meyerhage back in the game as well. Goddard for 3, right corner, and we're tied at 24. Aaron Goddard hits the tray. His 2nd one of the game. Kaltenbach, who's back in for O'Neal, throws it away as Rigg tried to run to the basket, and Kaltenbach threw it away from the basket. And a timeout's going to be called. It is a CB break. We'll take a break as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School as we have 3:42 remaining in the third quarter, and we're knotted at 24. Suns have scored just 2 points here. They had a 7-point lead, but it has dwindled away. A chance to take the lead for the first time since early in the contest. And Kaltenbach comes away with it. Out top to Kaltenbach. Ramsey Fry to Leisman. Leisman's going to drive. He gets the rack. It's blocked by Goddard. Kissinger comes up with it. He's going to give it to Maher. And another chance to take a lead for the Spartans. Kissinger to Goddard. That's a 2. It's a long 2, but it's a 2. Meyerhage comes down with it. Maher looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Goddard has it now right wing, or right corner, excuse me. Kissinger drives to the rack, and he's going to be fouled by Leisman. Leisman will pick up his second, team foul number 3 of the second half. Kissinger shooting 2 more. He's 1 for 2 here in the third quarter. And just like the last time, he hits the first one. Gives his team a lead for the first time since the first quarter, 25-24. Second one off, no good again. Ramsey Fry with it, right wing. Kissinger on him. Kaltenbach now to Hitz. Knocked away by Goddard as he was looking for Rigg. Rigg having a hard time getting the ball. Everybody's throwing passes, either getting knocked away or nowhere near him. Last couple that have went to him have been that way. Eli Leisman with it now. Nearly has it knocked away. Gets it out type Kaltenbach. He'll take a 3, top of the key, straight on. It's an air ball, out of bounds. Maher is going to bring it up the floor. 2:05 as we approach, and the clock didn't start very quickly there. We're approaching the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. 25-24. Hickson with it. Hickson still looking for somewhere to go. Gives it to Meyerhage. Maher. Goddard. Hickson to Kissinger. Cuts to the rack again, and another basket for Kissinger this time. And he has got 6 points in the quarter, and his team leads by 3. Hitz is going to get to the rack, and he's going to be fouled. That's on the floor? He didn't really shoot it. He threw it to Leisman, so they called it a pass. Foul's going to be on Hunter Meyerhage. His first, team's first of the second half. Owen Rigg going to inbound it for Southeastern. 12-2 run to open the third quarter for the Spartans, and they have taken a 3-point lead. They were down by 7 to open the second half. Kissinger's going to drive to the rack again. He's got much more aggressive here in this third quarter. Ramsey Fry now back the other way. He goes to the rack. His shot's up and in. He's got all 4 of Southeastern's points, and it closes it to a 27-26 game now. Hickson. Meyerhage, who hit a 3 earlier. 47 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Skip across to Maher for 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Leisman with the rebound. And who are they going to call that on? It's going to be on Maher, or it is going to be on Maher. His first, team second. Checking in for the Spartans is Ryan Francis, number 2. In for the Suns, number 25, who I don't have on the roster. If somebody can tell me who 25 is, I would appreciate it. Three on the way by Glick, off no good. Ramsey Fry comes down with it. Glick. Oh, nice cut without the ball by Ramsey Fry, and what a left-handed layup. Slick, and the Suns retake the lead. Glick and the great look. Once again, if somebody's watching knows who 25 is for the Suns, I'd greatly appreciate it. 3 on the way by Maher is in and out, no good. Ramsey Fry with a rebound. 4 seconds left. Half court, 3, 2, 1. He's going to get to the layup. Count it, and a foul. The basket is good at the buzzer for Ramsey Fry. Foul's going to be on number 42, Keegan Hickson. His second, team's third. Basket is good for Ramsey Fry, and he's going to be completing the old-fashioned three-point play with nobody on the floor, and he does it. That's how quarter number 3 ends. 9 points in a quarter for Ramsey Fry. And he is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe for the game. And he has given his squad a 4-point lead, 31-27. I say he because he is the only one to score. Thank you, Brandy Gallagher. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, Brandy, but number 25 is Aiden Akers. Let me see if I have Aiden on my list. I don't think I have Aiden on there. I do not. So I will put Aiden at the bottom of the roster. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. That's one of the best bonuses of having the live chat is if we have somebody pop on that we don't have on our roster, we can figure out who they are. So we work through the fourth quarter now as we get ready. Three fouls apiece entering the fourth quarter. As Ramsey Fry beat the clock and Hickson down the floor, and Hickson picked up his second foul at the buzzer as Ramsey Fry just barely got the shot off. And it's going to be Southeastern basketball. Did have a jump ball. I forgot about that. So we have not had a single jump ball in this game. I forgot to mark off at the end of the first half. So fourth quarter is underway. The Suns have responded to take a 4-point advantage. They were down by 3. Leisman's shot is off, no good. Ball tipped around. Hickson comes out with it, and he's man, he was almost at half court. So close. If he'd have went another foot or so, and then he pushes Glick right out of the way. Hickson a little frustrated maybe after that foul at the end of the third quarter, and a shot by Van Hyft gets his first 2 points of the game and cuts the lead to 2 for the Suns. Aiden Akers is still on the floor. No shot. Foul on the floor. Charge to number 14, Riley Couture. I guess it's on number 13. Who did they give that to? (13), not 14. Kissinger gets the foul, his second, team's fourth. We were trying to figure out. You might have heard the buzzer. The score book was trying to figure it out too because he said 14, but it was actually 13. Glick trying to get it inbound. Finally does out to Ramsey Fry, who gets nearly ran over by Kissinger. Akers with it. Gives it to Rigg, who continues to have problems just getting the ball to him. Glick with it now, out to Ramsey Fry. 7 minutes remaining in the basketball game. 2-point game. Ramsey Fry trips and falls and loses the ball to Kissinger. He gives it to Hickson. Hickson now back to Kissinger, and it's 6:47 to go. Kissinger's going to drive again, throws it across the lane to Maher for 3 from the corner. It's no good. Hickson tracks it down. Kissinger with it, 6:35 remaining in the basketball game. Skips it back down to Maher again. Hickson. Kissinger cutting, and he runs over. Yep, I thought that was going to be the call. Kissinger's going to get the call. His third foul, team's fifth. And he ran over Ramsey Fry. He just lowered the shoulder enough to draw the foul. Maher is going to knock that one away on an inbound attempt from Glick to Leisman. 6:25 to go in the basketball game. It's a 2-point game, 31-29. 5 fouls for the Spartans. Leisman gets it in from Glick. And Hickson's going to pick up another foul, I think. It is. Hickson picks up his third, team sixth. And just that quickly, a full court press turns to a no full court press as the fouls are piling up now for the Spartans, as the Suns are going to be in the bonus the rest of the way after 6 team fouls for the Spartans. Owen Rigg, pull-up jumper, free throw line is short. Goddard gets the rebound, outlets it to Kissinger. Van Hyft comes down the floor. They don't look for him, though. Goddard with it. 5:53 remaining in the basketball game. Maher. Kissinger with it. Skips it across to Goddard. Down in the corner to Maher. Maher for three. Off no good. He's going to track it as well. He tracked the rebound down and then kicked it out of bounds all the way across the court. Possession to the Suns. Hitz will check in for the Suns, replacing Glick. So it is Akers, Hitz, Leisman, Fry, and Rigg on the floor for the Suns. A five-guard offense out there right now. For the Spartans, it is Van Hyft, Hickson, Goddard right there guarding the ball, Maher, and then it is Kissinger. And Goddard got the steal from Rigg, but then dribbled it on the sideline out of bounds. Possession back to the Suns with 5:16 to go. The Suns will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And then the ball gets tipped away out of Leisman's hands right to Van Hyft. And now it's going to go up to Goddard. Far side, a chance to tie or take a lead with a three. Kissinger with it, 5:03 to go. Maher for three in the lead. It's off no good. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Akers. And he's fouled by Kissinger, and that's 4 on Kissinger. 7 team fouls. And Aiden Akers is going to be shooting the one in bonus for the Suns. And two more. First of the front end of one-on-one is no good for Aiden Akers. Just 2 points scored in this second half or fourth quarter. And the basket is good for Maher. Aiden Akers is going to pick up the foul. And we're knotted at 31. And Maher is going to have a chance to give his squad a lead with the free throw. Free throw coming for Maher. It is good. So a 1 point lead now after a 5-0 run to open this. And I call it a run because it hasn't been very much of a run. We're nearly halfway through the quarter. That 3-point play, and then foul is going to be called on number 10, Garrett Vincent, I believe. It is Garrett. He kind of put his shoulder into Fry as he was driving. Second foul on Vincent, team 8th. O'Neal and Glick checking back in for the Suns. Akers and Hitz taking a seat. And a timeout on the floor. A 30-second timeout is going to be charged to the Spartans. That's their second timeout. They have 3 remaining. They used a full in the first half. So as I was getting ready to say, the Suns haven't scored in this quarter. Only 2 trips to the basket for the Spartans in all actuality. Kissinger got a bucket very early to cut it to 2. Then we waited a long time before any more points. Akers missed the front end of a 1-and-1 for the Suns. And then Maher, last time down, got fouled, made the bucket, and completed the old-fashioned 3-point play. But so it's a 5-0 run, if you could call 5 points a run over 5 minutes or 3 minutes and 37 seconds. I don't know if that's really a run or not, but not a whole lot of points. But Ramsey Fry at the free throw line now. He's got a chance to tie the game back up with the one in bonus here. And he hits the front end of it. He does tie the game back at 32 now. Second free throw coming. And how'd that go in and out like that? Leisman gets the rebound, and he's going to be fouled, I believe, by Hickson. We'll see who they called on. It could be on Maher or Hickson. No, it's going to be on Hickson, and that's 4 on Keegan Hickson. Team's 9th. So Leisman's going to be shooting 2 here. And it's double bonus the rest of the way for the Suns, and Leisman hits the front end of the 2 free throws. 33-32, a lead for the Suns again. Second free throw is good as well. 34-32. Hickson on the dribble. Oh, a nice cut by Garrett Vinson and a nice look by Hickson. And Vinson ties the game back at 34. Or ties the game again. It's not back at it. We hadn't been there before. So ties the game at 34. We've had a lot of lead changes and ties here in this one. Leisman drives, pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Maher with the rebound. And a chance for the Spartans to take a lead with 3:45 to go in the basketball game. Down the corner goes to Goddard. Goddard's going to come up top to Hickson. Hickson looks at the 3, doesn't take it. He jump stops, and Ramsey Fry with a big-time block, but it's recovered, and now it's going to be Vincent for 3. Ramsey Fry with the rebound, and he's just doing everything right now for the Suns. Leisman got a good rebound last time down, though. Glick for 3. It's short and wide right, actually, and that might have gotten partially blocked. Hickson pushes it back the other way, nearly traveled with it. Vincent wide open underneath is Goddard. Goddard misses the shot. It's tipped out. Glick comes out with it. Leisman now back the other way. We're still not at 34. 3 minutes remaining, and Leisman still on the dribble. He's going to get it to Glick. Out to Fry. 2:55 remaining. Ramsey Fry sets things up, takes a look at the clock, backs it back out, sets up the offense. Ramsey Fry picked up by Maher. He's going to drive, pull up. Nope. Gives it to Owen Rigg. Owen Rigg has it tipped away by Maher, and now I think Hagee is going to pick up the foul. It is. Hunter Hagee picks up the foul, his second. Team's 10th, so 2 free throws coming. Carter Hitch checks back in. Kissinger checks back in. And we will take our final CB break of the game. COVID break coming up here, and it's tied 34-34. Owen Rigg will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 when we get back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School. 2:40 remaining in the basketball game. This is the COVID timeout, media timeout. We're knotted at 34. 10 fouls for the Spartans of Ridgewood, so the Suns will be shooting double bonus the rest of the way. The Suns still have 2 fouls to give before they can send the Spartans to the line. So while it's tied or you're ahead, that's not a big deal. If you find yourself behind, that becomes a little more of a problem if you're a Suns player. So Owen Rigg's going to be shooting 2 free throws, and he misses the first. They are now 3 for 5 here in the fourth quarter. Makes the second. Gives his team a 1-point advantage. Nice look down to Vincent. Now it's going to be Kissinger driving again. Kissinger dumps it out to Goddard. Goddard looks at the three, doesn't take it. The runner off, no good. He goes over the top of Ramsey Fry, and Goddard's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his first, I think. We'll wait and make sure that's who they call it on. It is on Aaron Goddard, his first. Double bonus coming as they take the long walk down the floor for Ramsey Fry. Ramsey has a game-high 18 points. He is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. First one is good. He made one and missed one on completions of three-point plays, and he was 1 of 2 here in the fourth quarter earlier. Second one is good as well. He hits them both. So a three-point advantage now for the Suns, and the Suns have taken that three-point lead all from the free throw line since the 2:40 mark after the timeout for the COVID break. The Spartans now, Hickson with it, goes down on the baseline to Goddard. Goddard puts up the shot. It's off, no good. Leisman with the rebound. Ramsey Fry with it. 2:05 remaining. Out to Owen Rigg, top of the key. Right side it goes to number 20, Garrett Walker, who's in the ball game. Missed getting him in the game. Sorry about that, folks. Ramsey Fry. Leisman. Still on the dribble, 150. You will expect some fouls coming here pretty quick, I would imagine. And Maher is going to get one. And that is his second. Double bonus for the Suns, and there's going to be a lot of free throws down the stretch of this one, I would imagine. Ramsey Fry, who just hit 2, is going to shoot 2 more here. 3-point game, 37-34, 1:46 remaining. First free throw hits the front of the rim, a little bit of shooter's touch, and it rolls forward and in, make it a 4-point game. So it's a 2-possession game now as they work towards trying to make it a 3-possession game. Second one is good as well. That one is much cleaner, and O'Neal's going to check in with 4 fouls. And it's 39-34, a 5-point game here at Abington Avon High School. Kissinger on the drive, going to go down to Hickson. I don't think you want to waste a whole lot of time down by 5 here, but I could be wrong. Goddard's going to go to Kissinger. Kissinger's runner's good, and they're going to call a foul, I think on Hitz maybe. We'll wait and see. Carter Hitz? It is. Carter Hitz going to pick up the foul. His first, team's fourth. Kissinger shooting 2. That's what you don't want to do if you're the Suns, and the first one is good. Timeout on the floor. Ridgewood timeout. That's their third. It's just a 30-second timeout, so they have 2 fulls remaining. It is 39-35. 4-point game. Trying to make it a 1-possession game if Kissinger can make this second free throw. 1:28 remaining. 25 points in the contest for Ramsey Fry to this point. He is 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. The Suns have not scored a field goal in the fourth quarter, and unless they get a layup by some stretch of the imagination down the stretch, they probably won't. They've shot 11 free throws and made 8 of them here in the fourth quarter. Kissinger's second free throw, good as well, makes it a 3-point game, 1 possession. Maher is going to pick up a foul again, and it's going to be his third. And Ramsey Fry again shoot. I mean, I think if you're that 30-second timeout would have been just deny him the ball and let somebody else get the ball. As Ramsey Fry is finding his stroke, and he's hit another one and makes it a 2-possession game again with 1:23 remaining. Walker getting ready to check back in. He missed that one. So he's 6 for 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kissinger call a foul. O'Neal. Should have known it was going to be on O'Neal. That's 5 on him. Team's 5th. Walker Checking back in, Garrett Walker, number 20. 1:14 remaining, and again, Kissinger's at the free throw line to shoot 2. And every time you do something good to try to get things back the way you want them, you send them back to the free throw line again. The Spartans didn't foul who they probably should have fouled, and the Suns shouldn't foul at all, and Kissinger's made 4 straight from the free throw line compared to Southeastern's 1, and it's a 2-point game, 40-38. Ramsey Fry with it now as we approach the 1-minute mark. Maher is going to guard him. Ramsey Fry jumper is off, no good. Jump ball, possession is going to go to Ridgewood, and a chance to tie it with 59 seconds remaining. Maher with it. He's going to, oh my goodness. You can see, you can't see Kissinger on the camera. Kissinger behind the play as they went for a pass to Vincent, and it went right through Vincent's hands out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Going to be charged to the Suns. It is a full timeout. It's the first timeout for the Suns. 40-38 is the score. 54.9 seconds left. The Suns with the lead. And the Suns have done, I mean, they've made free throws here in the fourth quarter, thank goodness, but they've done defensively the one thing you don't want to do, and you've sent the last 2 trips down the floor, you've sent Kissinger to the free throw line, and Kissinger has made 4 free throws in a row for the Ridgewood Spartans, but that time they got Ramsey Fry to shoot a short jumper, and one of the few times he's missed a short jumper the whole game. They got the rebound, had a chance to have a good possession, and then went right through Vincent's hands out of bounds on the far side and gives the ball back to the Suns. So with 54.9 seconds left, I would imagine you can expect this to be a pretty long 54.9 seconds unless some craziness happens that the Suns score a couple buckets real quick and don't allow the Spartans to stay in it. But you'll see the Spartans look like they're going to pick up full court now. They're picking up man-to-man full court. Glick will inbound for the Suns. It is Glick, Fry, Rigg on the floor for Leisman, and Hitz on the floor for the Suns. It is Maher, then it's on the far side Vincent, Kissinger, Goddard, and Hickson. And now Maher is going to come up and take another foul. That's his 4th, so he can't foul anymore. And they're going to send Ramsey Fry to the line again. And the Suns did the right thing. They got the ball into Fry's hands, and Ramsey just never gave it up. He kept the distance, kept his 5-second clock reset, and he makes the first one after it bounces around the rim and falls through. Makes it a 1 complete possession game now. This is a big one here with 36.4 seconds left as Garrett Walker gets ready to check back in, and he makes the second one. It is a 2-possession game, and that is huge for the Suns. And now we got a timeout. It's a full, who's it going to be called by? It is a Ridgewood timeout, a full timeout. They're down to 1 timeout. That's kind of a surprising spot to take a timeout, but with 36.4 seconds left, they have taken a timeout. So Ramsey Fry now is 8 of 10, from the charity stripe in the fourth quarter. He's 9 of 12 for the game. The Suns have shot 15 free throws in the fourth quarter, and they've made 11 of them. On the opposite side, the Spartans have done everything they can do as far as free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 9 in the second half. They just haven't got the offense in the fourth quarter, and a couple key ill-placed turnovers for the Spartans has resulted in the Suns being able to hold on to this lead. The Spartans had it with 59 seconds left. They had the ball down by 2 and a chance to tie or take a lead, but turned it over just as they got across half court. Vincent inbounds to Goddard. Goddard now, his team trailing by 4 on the dribble. Kissinger out to Vincent. Vincent drives, dumps it out to Kissinger. Kissinger looks at 3, doesn't take it. Now he steps back, 3. It's short. Rebound by Leisman. 18 seconds left. Fry. And Fry's going to be fouled again, and Kissinger is going to pick up his 5th foul. Kissinger's going to foul out, and Fry is going to shoot 2 more free throws. And if he can make these, I would imagine it'll be the last 2 he shoots. 15.4 seconds remain. Ramsey Fry to shoot his 11th and 12th free throws of the 4th quarter. All have been charity stripe bonus free throws. The first one was he makes the first of these 2. First was a 1-and-1. Since then, they've all been double bonus free throws. Second one, good as well. Goddard, Hickson. Goddard has his shot blocked. Leisman comes up with it. It's on the floor, and that's how it's going to end. The clock's going to run out, and the final score is going to be 44-38. The Suns get the win over the Spartans of Ridgewood here tonight, and there's no doubt who the MVP is going to be in this one. It's going to be Ramsey Fry. We'll take a break and come back with some stats right after this.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School. We'll tell you about the stats real quick. Dana and Brandy, thanks for hopping in on the live chat. Greatly appreciate it. 14 for a team high for Lucas Kissinger. He finished 6 of 10 from the free throw line. 9 points, let's go there, for Josh Maher. 8 points for Aaron Goddard. 2 points for Garrett Vincent. 3 points for Hunter Meyerhage. 2 points for Matt Van Hyft. And 2 points for Keegan Hickson. The MVP in a game high, actually a tournament high thus far, 27 points for Ramsey Fry. He finished 11 of 14 from the charity stripe, and he scored 10 points in the fourth quarter, all at the free throw line. Pretty impressive, and the Suns did not score a single point from the field in the fourth quarter. Everything was from the free throw line. 6 points for Eli Leisman. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Owen Rigg, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, finished with 4 points. Cole Glick had 5 points. Garrett Walker had 2 points. And Aiden Akers did not score. He did have a foul and was 0 of 1 from the free throw line. The Suns finished 14 of 19 from the free throw line. Pretty impressive shooting performance for the Suns. The Ridgewood Spartans finished 9 of 15. As we said, Ramsey Fry, the MVP of the game. We're going to take a break. This is going to be a little bit extended break. They're going to water or clean the floor off and then let it dry. And we'll be back with the next contest, which will be Farmington and Scales Mound in just a little bit. Make sure you follow us on Hewlett Public Pro LLC's YouTube channel to watch that game. We still have 4 left: Farmington and Scales Mound, Macomb Fulton, A-Town Macomb Girls, and then A-Town Flanagan Cornell Boys. Thanks for joining us on this broadcast. We hope to see you again down the road very soon. And we will talk to you later.